We were like, we need an idea. And teleseminars were a thing. And Twitter was brand new. And Erin had seen someone doing a thing. It was like the Brian Tracy, Alex Hormozy, or Alex Mendozian, right?
Yeah.
Got the wrong Alex.
Yeah.
Doing these things, and we saw it, and I said, I'm going to listen. So I dialed in, and it was terrible. And they're just blah, blah, blah. So an hour later I dialed in, and they were like, hey, if you buy it, you can buy all the recordings for something cheap, like $29.
Like no, it was like $79, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I kept calling back saying, if there's anything good here, I'm going to buy them. And nothing was good. And I went to Erin. I said, Erin, we could copy this model. Let's get everybody we know. I spoke in the photography space, so I knew all the industry leaders. Let's get them all to record a recording. We went to teleconferencing, line, and we played the recordings every hour, and we sold it on the back end. And we did like 150 grand that first week and built our list of 0 to like 12,000 people. That was in October. We got together in June, and we were like, all right, we're going to be okay here. It was pretty crazy. And so that's that. I mean, that took us off.
So wait, it's not knowing, wait, what the hell you're going to do. And then you guys sat and talked about what you should do. You decided to like launch a program and made 150K in a weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Did you rinse and repeat that at that point?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Doing it? And that was how you scaled the business?
But what happened too is a year later, it was 10-10-10. My twins were turning 10. It was a Sunday. I had a whole house full of little kids, and we decided to we named our events. We had all these different specific things. And this one was called 10-10-10. We had 10 speakers giving 10 selling tips. The internet was a baby, and we had so many people promoting it. We were the first in our industry. So we had everybody promoting it. It went live at like 10 a.m. And what do you think happened? Nobody could get in, right? The internet, companies didn't know how to handle that kind of traffic. We were with an industry company. And so it was just a nightmare. We were getting lambasted.
I was at a wedding.
Yeah.
I was at a wedding, and Sarah was with her twin, because it was supposed to be just everybody just access it on the computer, right? Like it wasn't the phone anymore. It was the computer. Now we had moved to the internet versus calling into the free lines. And yeah, that was a,
so what did you do?
Well, it was a low for us. If you look at the ups and downs over all these years, that was a low because, you spend so much money getting there. And with our team, it was a couple months to create it, and we needed the cash flow. And it was like, we have failed. We had to cancel it. We moved it to 10-17, and then we ended up recovering it and crushing it. But that day, I mean, it was a low.
Everybody and everyone was I remember so mean, right? Like, and this was before we were spending ads, right? Our costs back then to get this thing going were costs because we have to increase all the bandwidth for our website and all the design and the hosting. Like things weren't cheap and easy to do. Like this would take, at least a month plus to put together all the promotional materials and the website and everything that needed to go. And, people were horrible. I took the day off work. I canceled a wedding. Just the emails they'd send in, you people are frauds. And we're leaders in the industry. No one else is doing this. And we're getting these kinds of messages. And I think we had one customer service person at the time, Sarah, and they're coming to us like, what do we do? What do we do? Like, what are we supposed to say? And we're like, we don't even know what to say. And we had sponsors, who were like, okay, we've got to let them know what's going on. And, it was like, rather than try to do it the next day, it's like, we know we're going to probably need a week to reload, to figure out what the tech stack looks like so that we can handle this volume.
I think it was an EO.
Ticketmaster. It was like, this is the way they likened it back when Ticketmaster, when everybody would call to try to get concert tickets, and you have like this little tiny hole that you're trying to shove all these people in. And that's in effect what we did to the internet, like in 2010 during our event.
I was in EO though, and I had someone in my EO group that did that I called on Sunday, and I was like, what do we do? And he was the one that said, you're not going to fix it today. So we did a triage email, which we were proud of ourselves. We just said, hey, here's what happened. We had so many people. And then people were like, wow, so professional. So such an emotional day, right? And I remember telling Erin that day, like, I will eat macaroni and cheese before this company's going down. And,
That's
you
great.
know, and we've learned over time that like, it only takes one idea to change everything. Right?
Right.
Implement one idea and everything can be changed. And so whenever things go wrong, we're like, we can fix it. There's a way to fix it. There are buyers out there. Let's go fix it.